Hello, my dear friend. This is Anya Carolina from whitelightangels.com with your monthly intuitive oracle card reading. And today I'm using 3 different decks. The Angels of Atlantis cards that we used the previous month, daily guidance from your angels, and life purpose oracle cards. I will leave the links down below to the cards so you can see more about them. I love them. I will do some videos at one point reviewing them for you, but these are the decks that we're using this month to see which story is unfolding for you, my dear friend. So if you like these videos, you can subscribe, you can share, you can donate, you can become a patron, you can just sit back and relax and watch them, do whatever you like. I thank you so much for being here. You can watch this video that pertains to your sun sign. You can watch a video for your moon sign or your rising sign, and they will all give a message that pertains to your month of November 2016. But if you only watch your sun sign, that's fine. But if you feel like you want more information or you want to just soak up more angelic goodness, you can of course watch for your moon sign and your rising sign. But I make these so that they will be relevant for all of these signs. But of course it is a general reading and a lot of people are watching. So if you want a personal reading, I have lots of different reading from cheap ones to more expensive ones, smaller to bigger ones. You can find that on the link down below if you want a personal reading. But let's go to your sign for this month. Hello Libra, and welcome to your reading for November. Woo, they're coming fast already. 2016. We're going to be taking a look at your month, what the energy is bringing in terms of challenges, blessings, and recommended outcomes. Well, no, actually more recommended actions, but it can also be possible outcomes. Since I said it, I'm sure there's a purpose for me saying that to you. Just gonna see what comes up for your blessings. I've already pulled the challenges cards. See if I can, here we go. And recommended actions or possible outcome. There we go. I'm using the daily guidance oracle cards. There's nothing to worry about. Daydream and the ocean. Okay. Just tuning in. So challenges, that's where we get the there's nothing to worry about cards. So the challenges might be worry. Too much worrying going on where there's not much worrying needed, where it's pointless, fruitless, which is the very nature of worrying usually. But so your November is a month where you might be feeling anxious for no reason, but there's really no need to it. So if you can somehow get centered and release, that will be really beneficial for you, because I really feel like that's a really heavy energy around this card. I really do. It's pulling me down almost. So if you're feeling like that, Libra, it's time to give it up. It's not bringing you anywhere. See if you can, let me see. Every time you think a negative thought or feel a negative feeling, challenge it. Say, is this really true? Could the opposite be true? So if you notice yourself saying, oh, it's typical, it's always one thing after the other, see if you can stop yourself in your tracks and say, or maybe it's just a fluke right now and it will work itself out. See if you can challenge what you perceive to be the truth. If the truth you're telling yourself is actually just worrying, if it's just angst, if it's not in any way lifting you up or supporting you, in making positive changes. See if you can challenge that. On the positive side, on the blessings side, we have daydream. So that's a whole other floating energy, a whole other light energy, compared, in contrast to the really, I feel really pulled down energy here. Daydream. So I really feel like it's not something that's going to come on its own. You're really being guided or nudged by the universe to spend more time daydreaming, but not so much necessarily daydreaming, just, thinking about what you want out of life, what you want right now for yourself, what would be nice to have and do, and imagining, just get your imagination going. And I feel like it's kind of a prescription. It's kind of, they're asking you to do it. It won't come on its own, because it might seem it might seem fruitless. It might seem, what is a good word? Unnecessary. But if you take a look at it, these two are the opposites of each other: daydream and worrying. And so one is actually fruitless and unnecessary, but you might feel it's the other one. This one makes itself feel very much needed, very much necessary, but in fact, it's not. This is. If you cannot imagine a life for yourself that's wonderful and uplifting, what was I going to say? Oh, I just lost my train of thought. If you cannot imagine that, you cannot do it. And worrying is actually utilizing the same force in you, which is imagination. You're just imagining, sorry, I can't speak, the worst possible result. Whereas here you're using it to imagine the best possible result. So you have quite a contradictory month. It's kind of a balance that needs to be addressed. And so the recommended action, and I keep saying possible outcome, I want to say that for you. So we're going to take a look at both. Is the ocean comes up. The ocean. So recommended action is seeking out alone time in nature, preferably near water. It is, if you can find a good place near the water, it is so healing. You don't need to do anything, just be there. Look at it. Talk to a friend if you're not interested in going alone. Just being there. Nature is a really good healer. It's a really good equalizer if you are out of balance. It will help you balance almost invisibly. It's like you're just being in nature, and nature goes in and heals you, and you don't have to do anything actively for it, except go into nature actively. You have to seek out nature. And so if it was the possible outcome, let me see. Let me take a look at the card. I feel like it's about being reborn. It's rebirth, actually. The possible outcome, if you were to stop worrying, starting to daydream, you would feel like you were a completely new person. That's kind of a given, isn't it? But that's kind of, for some of you, it will be a prescription. Seek out nature. Nature will heal you. For others, you can easily let go of the worry and start using your imagination more positively and daydream and vision boards and stuff like that, and then you will feel reborn. But we're not done. So let's take a look at the overall theme for your month, Libra. We're using the Angels of Atlantis cards for this. If you are watching your rising sign or your moon sign, you will notice that I use these 3 decks, but for some I use, like I've just put your challenges, blessings, and possible outcome. I've used the daily guidance cards, but in other videos I will use these cards for that. So, or even the life purpose cards. So but I do what I'm guided towards. So an overall theme for Libra here. Oh, they were stuck together. Is this one coming, or possibly two? Okay. Possibly two. I'm just going to take some water. If the light changes, it's just because I'm using natural light, and sometimes right now there's one cloud on the sky where I'm sitting, and before there was a lot of clouds, so don't take it to be anything weird with your screen. This is weird in a good way, because we have two cards with Hannah L on them. Look at this. Two cards with the... So use Hannah L. Definitely, if you would like to work with angels, use Hannah L. Integrity and willpower. And again, we have the ocean. We have the ocean again. So that just validates for us that nature will be a big helper for you in any way you want it to be. Seek it out. Let me just see. So the overall... I feel like the integrity card speaks about the balance. We talked about balancing where you put the energy that is called imagination. If you put it toward worry or you put it toward daydreaming. It speaks about that. And the willpower card for me speaks about the worrying card. It really, it might take some willpower on your part to fall off the horse, start worrying and bitching and moaning, and then, oh, I have to stop that, get back up on the horse, fall off it again, because you know it might be a habit. I mean, usually it takes a while, so expect to use the whole of November to really get a grip on this exercise, where you stop worrying, where you stop the worry thoughts from controlling you. So that is really it's just it just speaks of encouragement to you to just don't give up if it feels hard and you keep don't hit yourself over the head. If you keep worrying and you know you should be stopping worrying, just count the really small ways that you are moving forward with that you are improving. Let's see with the life purpose cards what comes up. I want to look at, I have two cards I feel it could be, but for Libra, here we go. You're on the right path. Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working, it says. You're on the right path. You are. Even if you fall off the horse time and time again, you are on the right path. There's really not much to say about that, is there? It's just really, yay! You don't have to look for new solutions anywhere else, because you just have to make this a habit. You just have to make it a habit to spend your thoughts and energy toward imagining a better future for yourself, a better life, and then suddenly you will have arrived in that fantasy because you kept working toward it, kept it alive in your imagination. I mean, it's the saying, if you can dream it, you can do it. It's because if you keep dreaming about it, daydreaming about it, imagining it, you keep the vision alive, you keep the energy alive, and so it will infuse you and you will work toward it and in your physical world. So that's how miracles happen. Oh, let me see. Libra. I want to pull one more card for you, actually. Support. Yeah. You have the support of the universe and the angels. So lean on them. Please do use them. Please do use them. You have the support. Just say, even if you can't feel your angels or you can't feel like it's true, just say, thank you, angels, for holding my hand today and having my back and helping me to stop worrying and start daydreaming. Just thank them for being there. That's much more powerful than saying, please be there, please be there. It's much more powerful to say, thank you for being there. I know you're there. I know you've got my back. I know that it might not feel like it in my physical form, but I know that you have my soul's back. You have it. Thank you for that, angels. Because that is also a way of supporting yourself by telling yourself that why should you worry? Because the angels got you. They've got your back. You know? So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful November month. Remember, this is a general reading, of course. You can always look down below in the links if you want a personal reading for yourself. And yeah, I think there's a fly now here to chase that out. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. See you next month. Bye.